Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to ACS Sneakers. My name is Aiden. On today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Air Jordan 5 in the Stealth 2.0 colourway. But before we get into all of that, I want to welcome back my returning viewers, and to any new viewers, welcome to the channel. We do release brand new sneaker content just like this each and every week. So do make sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. So before we go ahead and dive into the shoe, like I always do on my channel, let's just take a quick look at the shoe box. As you can see, at face value, we just have that bog standard Jordan 5 box. We have the all black cardboard top with the red Jumpman in the centre. Now, if we take a quick look now at the label, which reads, it's Air Jordan 5 Retro in the white Hyper Royal Stealth colourway. Now, this isn't a UK size 9, as it is a personal pair. And even though it is Air Max week, and the day that you're actually seeing this video is actually Air Max Day, happy Air Max Day to every single person that's tuning into this video. Rest assured that I do have some Air Max reviews coming up on the channel this week, so make sure you stay tuned in. But with all that said, if we now go ahead and dive straight into the shoe. So for you guys that are watching this video that don't already know, this shoe is actually inspired by the original Stealth colourway that released in 2006. Now, there are actually some differences about this shoe to the original, which we will get into throughout the review. But with all that aside, getting straight into the shoe, starting out with the uppers. Now, the upper of the shoe itself has been constructed using this really nice, thick, premium cut of leather. But it's not just any bog standard leather. It actually has this really nice tumbled effect to it. Now, I don't say it lightly, but the leather on this shoe is up there for me as one of my favourites on any of the Jordan shoes in my collection. I personally don't like creases, but considering how nice the actual leather is on the shoe and how the actual tumbled leather looks, I think the more you wear it, the better it's actually going to look in the long run. So if we then just continue further back the shoe itself onto the lateral side, once again we see more of that really nice tumbled leather, and on both the lateral and medial side we do have that standard Jordan 5 meshing. But one thing I really don't like about this shoe is the fact that the 23 is missing from the lateral side. I definitely feel like it would have added that extra something to the shoe, and if they'd have actually done it in like a really nice blue colour to match the sock liner, I think it would have also added a really nice pop of colour. And now moving down the shoe. Oh mate, if you guys at home knew how many times I've done this now. Jesus Christ. Amateur. And if we move down the shoe now, here we have a polyurethane midsole with an exposed air unit towards the heel. As you can see, the midsole is painted in this really nice grey colour. Switching then to the outsole of the shoe, here we have this primarily semi-translucent rubber outsole with the herringbone traction. Now the outsole colour is slightly more of an icy blue than just your standard iced out outsole. I really like it. Hopefully it won't yellow as quickly as some of the other Jordan 5s that I've currently got in the collection. Now the differences on, this shoe compared to the original, they're really minute details and they're not really something you'd probably immediately notice unless you was looking for it. So starting out with the shark teeth, on this version, the shark teeth are black with the blue paint speckles, whereas on the original, the shark teeth was all blue. Another detail was the actual tip of the toe. We actually have this really nice blue colour, whereas on the original, this was just all white. And another detail that differs from the original is on the back of the tongue, we actually have this black colour instead of the blue to match the sock liner. And other than that, I really can't think of anything else, just based on the pictures I've seen, that actually does differ. If any of you guys that are watching this video actually had the original Stealth colourway and you can shed any more light on it, do make sure to leave us a comment in the comment section so we can have a look. Now, some other details to mention as well. In the centre of the shoe, we do actually have these all white shoelaces. The laces themselves do sit atop a mesh tongue. But then if we then move up the laces, we do actually have this lace lock, pretty standard for the Jordan 5. And then at the top of the tongue, we do have this 3M material with the blue embroidered Jumpman. But if we then just move inside the shoe itself, as you can see, we have this all blue sock liner. The Jordan 5 is pretty notorious for having a really good amount of padding around the ankle collar. It can make it a little bit more difficult to actually get your foot into the shoe. And I've noticed that just underneath these ankle bubbles, it does crease when you actually do put the shoe on. Fortunately enough, the leather on the shoe, as I've already touched on numerous times, is just really nice and it's really nicely tumbled. So I don't think it's going to look too bad. I've had some Jordan 5s in the past that I've worn where the crease has been really noticeable and it's just really bugged me. So I'm not too worried about that. And I really do like the overall comfort of the Jordan 5. It's definitely a shoe that I can wear all the time and whenever I'm feeling like it. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot more comfortable shoes out there, and it's not the most comfortable shoe I've ever owned, but it's decent enough, and it's definitely something that, you know, I don't mind wearing all the time. But if we then just take a quick look at the actual insole of the shoe, here we have a primarily blue insole with the white Jumpman branding. Also, when it comes to sizing, I always do go with my natural true to size fit, which is a UK size 9. If there's any chance for you to try out a shoe before buying, I would highly recommend you do so, just so you can understand the best fit for you. As far as I'm aware, this shoe will be releasing in America on Saturday of this week, and if you are from the UK like me, the shoe is already released, so you're probably looking to get it on the aftermarket. So if that is the case, I would highly recommend just sticking to your natural size, as I do definitely feel like that would be the most comfortable and best option for you. But then just to finish up, taking a look at the heel of the shoe, here we have that black Jumpman branding. Now, you might be asking yourself why it's the Jumpman instead of the Nike Air like you may have seen on some other shoes or some other colourways. The reason for that is this isn't an actual OG colourway, and it's only, you know, Nike Air shown on the OGs, and any colourways that released after the OGs were using the actual Jumpman. Pretty good and easy way to differentiate between what is and what isn't an OG colourway. And I do think Juggernaut Souls actually said it best in one of his recent videos that not every single Jordan release has to feature the Nike Air branding. The reason that's there and the reason it's so special to all of us is because of how it makes us feel about a certain shoe from a certain time. If every single Jordan 5 and every single Jordan 4 and every single Jordan 3 all had the Nike Air on it, it just wouldn't be special, and it'd just be something that you'd be used to. I personally don't care either which way. I don't care if it's a Jumpman, I don't care if it's Nike Air. Personal preference, I do like the Nike Air, like on my Carmines and my Red Cements, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I'm still going to rock this shoe right the way throughout summer because I think it's an incredible colourway, but it's not really that much of a difference for me. So just to wrap up this video and give you guys my overall opinion on the shoe itself, in terms of rating, I give the Air Jordan 5 in the Stealth 2.0 colourway a pretty respectable 9 out of 10. I personally definitely wasn't expecting to like this shoe as much as I actually do. I even said at the start of the month in my top 10 sneakers for March that it was a pretty nice release, but it wasn't something I wanted for the personal collection. But that all changed when I actually unboxed it off camera for the first time. The quality of leather, as I've already said, I'm going to keep reiterating it. I'm really impressed with the leather quality of the shoe. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best leather in the world, and it's not like something you would see on like those really high-end shoes. But for Jordan brand, it's really good. It even had really good quality control. There was no real QC faults that I found with it. And I'm definitely the one who always gets bad QC. To be completely honest, I'm pretty fair to both Nike and Jordan brand. I've not really had too many QC faults on the last few pairs that I picked up. So maybe as we come out of this pandemic, maybe the tide is turning a little bit for me, and hopefully I won't get too many QC problems in the future. But with all that said, I'd love to know your guys' opinions as well, so do make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you stuck around to this point in the video, I want to say a massive thank you. Do make sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video, and I hope to see you all again in the next one.